What is up, guys? I'm Crypto Knight and this is my YouTube channel. Welcome back. Today's video I want to mention something that happened with TokenPay today on my experience with it. And I want to review the Bitcoin chart once again. I did it in the last video, but I've had some more questions on it. I wanted to explain it a little bit further about when I think we're going to bounce and where we're going to bounce. So it'll be pretty exciting for that. And just know, you guys, I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. This is just I'm just talking about cryptocurrencies and excited about what the future holds with them. So yeah, let's get started. So TokenPay, I did a review on this in December when the ICO was on. This is it here. And I mentioned my view of it was that it was kind of a melding or a merge between Coinbase, BitPay, and Verge, all kind of meshed into one, which is very exciting because all those are pretty cool. And they also they've bought a bank in Vanuatu, so they wanted to have connections in the banking industry, so that was kind of cool. So I really like it. It's supposed to be a very secure blockchain and very fast blockchain. And the thing I wanted to mention today was they have a wallet, desktop wallet. Some of you might have, if you've got involved with it, you might have downloaded it, installed it already. So I've had this thing for 2 weeks. I've had it open, waiting for my Verge to get in here. And they've been releasing them very slowly over the past couple weeks. But during the ICO, they had some hacker do something with the transactions. So they're trying to verify some of the transactions so that it's being really slow to release them. Anyways, I was on the Telegram channel and I basically said this is really annoying that I can't get my coins so that I can stake them. And he said, okay, well, I'll send you 1 coin so you can see how it works. So I was like, okay. And so he said, open your wallet. And so I opened it, or it was open. I always just leave it open. And he said, okay, are you ready? And I said, yep. And then he responded, okay, it's sent. I looked over at my wallet and it was there. I mean, within a second, I didn't even see it change. I just looked over and it was right. It was there. And it's just, he just wanted to show me how fast and how amazing the blockchain that they're using is. And I was blown away with it. I've never seen a blockchain transaction happen that fast. So just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm really a lot more excited about this one now after seeing that. I think once people start using a system like this that's that fast, it's going to get a lot of traction, a lot of coverage, a lot of people talking about it, and the hype will grow as a result of that. So yeah, it's a pretty decent wallet. They've got a chat system. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's going to be some chats apps for your phone and things like that you can use for that. And it's going to use there's the security of the blockchain to basically lock it down. So NSA isn't going to get access to your chats. So that's kind of cool. So they've got all the staking and all that stuff that all the other wallets have. So anyways, just wanted to share that with you guys. Hopefully you appreciate that, and wanted to really do a little bit more overview on what I'm seeing with the charts. I'm not a day trader as well, guys, so just remember that when you hear me talk about the charts. So as you can see, we have these channels going on here, guys. Let me just, what's going on here? So we are in this downward bear channel here. And you should not be worried about this channel considering what we just went through back in December here. Actually, November, December, it started, looks like middle of November, all the way up to the top, and that was, yeah, middle of December. So that was a really quick rise. 1 month, well, I guess it's not too quick, but it was about a month long, just keep going up every day, going up with Bitcoin. And so we're in this channel where we're going down. We're just consolidating. This is what I see. So we're following this channel, we're staying in it. And at some point it's going to break up. Well, what point is that is the question. And when is that is another question that's kind of important on people's minds that people are asking about. And here's what I'm seeing, guys. My last video I talked about trends, and the trend that I have been seeing, if we just follow the trend of Bitcoin, let me just move this around a little bit so you can see a few things here. If I line it up here, so you see the trend here. It kind of has always trying to get back to this trend line. Let me just adjust it a little bit here for you guys. So it's right around here when it's sorry guys. So you'll notice it's just following this trend. It's always popping above the line here, and it's always coming back to that trend. It's coming back, and then once we get into around September or so, well, probably a little bit later here, somewhere around in here, it just starts diverging from the trend line and going crazy. It tries to get back here, but there's too much excitement going on. A lot of people getting into the market, and it just explodes in December. It gets way overvalued, in my opinion, and it gets to an all-time high of around $20,000, and that was from, what was that at? This right here, the bottom of this one was $6,000. Well, we'll even say the top of this one here was 8,600. So that was just a massive run up in 1 month. And so now we're doing a normal consolidation, just like what we saw back here, and back here. This is just normal trajectory on what it normally does. And so it has to come back further this time because it shot up so far. And when you look at markets and trends and stuff like that, it usually behaves like a rubber band. If you stretch a rubber band far, it comes back far, right? And that's what's happening here is we've stretched that rubber band really far, and now it's starting to pull back. And usually the pullbacks are shorter in duration, and they get to a certain point. But what is that point? Let's find out. Let's see what the Fibonacci tells us, guys. So if we drag this thing up to the top, which was somewhere, sorry guys, somewhere around here. So if we go to around the 62% line here, we've already broken through the 50% line. So the next hard line here is around 7,900 to I call it a $8,000 line, which appears like where we're going to be hitting. Let me just put a line here. So yeah, we're probably gonna hit somewhere around here. That's gonna be a hard one to get through. I have a hard time seeing it getting through that. It may hit the top of this bump up here, which is what I'm looking at. So there's probably a channel probably somewhere in here, guys, that we're gonna be finding, and it's around the 8,000. Probably, let's see, what's this one? This one's 7,600 to 8,000 range. I would imagine 8,000 would be a good mark for that. Okay, so what is happening is this channel we're coming down this channel right here, and we'll just find, yeah, so right about here is where that Fibonacci line is, and you can actually reorient this to actually line up with that, and we're still on our trend line. I mean, we can adjust things here, but we're pretty close to that trend line somewhere in here, guys. So I mean, you could adjust things like this, and then we have a kind of a sweet spot right there, which is middle of February. This is actually telling me today, February 20th. My last video I did it was around February 15th, but yeah, so this is indicating middle of February, middle to late February, we are gonna bounce around $8,000, and who knows where we're gonna go or how fast we're gonna go. But I could tell you guys, we have a lot more buyers in the market now. A lot of the exchanges have shut down their registrations just because their supports cannot handle all of the traffic that they have. And so you just wonder what kind of FOMO is going to be out there once this thing starts moving up and bypassing all these marks that we have set previously here, guys. I mean, it's hard to imagine what it's going to be like. I think it's going to be quick. This was really quick. I hope it's not quick though, you guys. I hope it's more of a natural path and a more healthy path than what we had back in December. I mean, it's exciting when your coins are going up and your net worth is going up, but I think a healthier trajectory is going to draw more people in than these crazy volatility ones that we see before. Another thing that I showed in that last video is you can see the volume is still growing. I mean, and that's nice to see. People are getting into the market. If I can, I'm probably covering part of this with my face. Sorry about that. You'd rather look at the chart, wouldn't you? Okay, I'm on the wrong one here. So yeah, so you can see the volume is increasing, and that's what we like to see. We want to see that volume increase. And the sell volume, you can see, is decreasing here. These peaks, they're coming down, and that's a good thing. That's a good sign. It means that the buyers are starting to get in control of things, and at some point soon here in February, this is my opinion, it's not guaranteed to happen. You never know what's going to happen in the news. Maybe Trump comes out and says we're banning Bitcoin exchanges in our country. You never know when these kind of things come out, and those kind of things have a negative effect on the markets usually. So maybe China does some other ban or whatever. But this is kind of the trend that I'm seeing that's going to happen. That could happen mid-February, bouncing off of $8,000, somewhere around 8,000, and going northward. From there on, hopefully this happens. This would be very exciting to see this happen. I don't want to dwell too much on this because I talked about it in the last video, but I wanted to get this out there because some of you guys had more questions. I didn't actually mention the channel. I should have mentioned the channel. This is a nice channel that we're in, similar to what we had before in previous channels. And we are going to bounce at some point here, guys. The blockchain is not dead. Bitcoin is not dead. The blockchain is the future, and there's a lot of people getting on board with it. A lot of people are already on board and are spreading the word about that this is the future, that people need to get in, and people are getting in and listening to it. And the cheaper it gets, the more people are going to want to get in on it. And at some point, that bounce is going to happen, and we just better hold on for the ride. So that's it, guys. This is all I had for you. Hopefully this was enough information, and let me know what you guys think. Remember, you guys, I am Kryptonite. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Hit the like button if you like the video. And we will see you guys next time.